What's up guys, and welcome back. Today I'm outside Parkson's shopping mall. We are in Vientiane City Center. As you probably noticed, Olivia is not here anymore. Got fired. Olivia is actually at home. She's applying for an online job now. So I felt like so lazy, so I felt like let's make a YouTube video. So Vientiane in general, it is changing quite a bit right now. You see more and more brand new buildings just rising everywhere. Like right now, this building wasn't there for a long time ago, and I'm in front of Vientiane Center. There's another big building in there. It's like a residential building. City is actually growing really fast, and we're actually thinking of making like a Vientiane development videos idea. So we are actually planning to do this and show you a bit more in detail how fast is Vientiane growing. Another thing is that a lot of travelers are leaving Laos. There's less and less foreigners here. In a way, it's kind of really good because, you know, you're experiencing the real Laos, traditional Laos. I quite like that, but also in a way it feels like you're a little bit lonely here, you know, like the ending of something. Like everyone's sort of leaving. A lot of places are closing down. Good, decent clubs, decent bars. A lot of things are just sort of closing down, and because obviously the restrictions are still here of COVID. It might change in future, we're not sure, but yeah, it's changing a lot here. And now I'm in front of this residential building that's probably gonna be like a massive shopping mall in here. Look at this. So there's these skyscrapers, and all this bottom bit is gonna be like a massive shopping mall. But like I said, we're gonna get more into detail when we make the Vientiane development video. No, but also you can see a lot of local businesses struggling, you know, like for example tuk-tuk drivers. They ain't getting many rides, really. They ain't getting many people. Who's taking tuk-tuks right now? No one really, because it used to be a thing for tourists, maybe like an older lady who doesn't drive a motorbike, but yeah, no one's using tuk-tuks anymore, man. It must be so hard for tuk-tuk drivers. I can't imagine. This area feels very different to what it used to be not that long ago. Construction's everywhere, man. I don't see Western tourism happening in here in Laos anytime soon or ever, really. Let's be real. But there's a lot of Chinese tourism is coming here to this country from next year, I think. Nothing has been confirmed, you know, there's a lot of rumors, but there's one fact for sure, is that the Chinese railway to Laos, to Thailand, well, past Laos to Thailand is already finished. So this is gonna start functioning very soon, and that means anyone can come from China to Laos in like literally a couple of hours. You're here, so easy, and that means there's gonna be a lot of tourism here. I'm also wondering if I can find some lunch. I'm a little bit hungry already. I haven't eaten anything today. And it is boiling hot as well. I would love to sit down somewhere with a nice fan, a refreshing drink. What do they have here? What is this? No idea. Not even sure. There's so much stuff in Laos that are for sale. You look at it and you actually have no freaking clue what it is. Right, so now we're nearby Talasao shopping mall. I think it's the first ever shopping mall here in Vientiane, if not in the entire Laos. Look at it. It looks kind of nice from far away, but from closer you can tell it's a little bit crusty. It's quite old, and I have heard rumors that they are planning to demolish the whole building and do something about it. The one thing I love about Vientiane or Southeast Asia in general is these little tiny buildings. Have these like little houses from like, I don't know, like the 80s or 70s, and they look pretty abandoned or like just not very looked after, like those little balconies. But there's so many of them in Vientiane. And they all look so like different. They all have like different colors, you know, different windows. I like it. There's something about it, you know. It gives you some sort of like a nostalgic feeling, if you know what I mean. Just by looking at them, it sort of like takes you back in time. Man, it's so hot right now. We need a bowl of water or something. See if we can find a lady who can sell me some water. Sabai Min nam? There. Okay, she has a cold one for me. Cup chai. Just saw a sign over there across the road saying Nongchan Market. We're gonna go and check it out. So this looks like a sewing street. There's a lot of sewing happening in each stall. Sewing. More sewing. And more sewing. I feel like, you know, I've noticed here in Asia, when someone opens up a business, let's say a restaurant, a pharmacy, any kind of business, you'll see all the neighbors next to them doing exactly the same. That's when you see a sewing business, then there's another 7 shops of sewing businesses, because probably the people think, oh, it works, so I'll just do the same thing, the exact same thing right next to him. So we're just walking into Vientiane market for the first time in our lives. Never been here before. I do think that Dan vs Food have been here, if I'm not wrong. Might be wrong, but let's go and check it out for ourselves. Not much, ain't much at all. Oh, it's spraying, something's spraying on me here, man. Kind of refreshing in a way. Not sure what's inside of it. All right, so I don't have a mask. I should put a mask. I'm probably going to the bit more public area, so yeah, I totally forgot about it. It's just to like, just to show that, you know, you're safe, you have a mask. Clothes, a whole lot of clothes. They all look very identical. And I'm guessing that's like the actual market bit over there. Yeah. So this is all just clothes and stuff. See if you can find like a lovely little snack. That would be good. Haven't eaten anything today yet. Yeah, this market doesn't seem like fully open, but some of it is open. So let's go a bit closer. I'm wearing flip-flops. I hate wearing flip-flops when going to Southeast Asian market because a lot of times the floors are wet and the water is very grim. It basically comes from like meats and fish and stuff like that, so it's just terrible. The smell's already hitting in. Let's get inside. Take the shades off. It's a bit dark in here. Yeah, as you can see, there's not many things opened up yet. It's crazy how we've never been here before, and it's funny as well how like every single market in Southeast Asia is so identical. They all have like sort of like similar roof, like a warehouse. You know it's a Laotian market when you see one. Frogs. It's not even surprising anymore. We lived here for like a year and a half in Laos. Seeing frogs is like seeing chicken. Nothing exciting at all. I remember our faces when we saw like this kind of market for the first time. We were like, no way, there's frogs in a bucket. We were just flipping out. You couldn't believe it. When we went to like the morning market in Luang Prabang. You can actually see a link above me and watch the video if you haven't yet. It was pretty funny, man. And the market was pretty extreme though as well. Alright, so I've got my feet wet like expected. Not very nice. It feels like there's some fish smell on it. So we drive past quite often these roads here, and we always drive past this temple here. I know there's a lot of temples here in Laos and in Southeast Asia in general, but there's this one and it's always been here and it seems pretty big. I think it's closed. Shit. Oh yeah, it's closed. It's not open today, but look at it. I guess it's not today. Still haven't visited that temple. Maybe it's just not meant to be. Because this temple was closed and I couldn't show you around, now I feel like it's my duty to take you to any kind of temple. So there's just across the road, there's like some sort of temple and it's extremely active. It says something Vientiane. I'm not sure if that's like Vietnamese Buddhism. It could be. Let's go check it out. Oh wow, this looks pretty amazing is what I can say. Look at that. Look at these statues in there, but let's get a bit closer to check everything out. Wow, this is beautiful. Alright, it's the Lady Buddha. We actually been to Lady Buddha, the tallest Lady Buddha in the whole of the world, and that was in Da Nang, Vietnam. That was really cool. Like, you should actually check out the video. Again, a link above me. If you haven't seen it yet, you should watch it for sure and visit it if you ever have an opportunity. Now go walking. Wow, it really looks impressive. Look at this green. See if you can go up the stairs a little bit, or if you take off your shoes in here. Wow, look at this whole place. It looks like from like a fairy tale or a dream. There's also like a restaurant in here, I'm guessing. I'm not sure if it's like for the people after praying. I am not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that this is to do with Vietnamese type of like Buddhism. Even though Laos isn't like the richest country and doesn't have like maybe the beach and doesn't have a lot of infrastructure things, and a lot of people are leaving the country right now because of the global situation, I still think it is a wonderful country to be in. You know, we've been here for a year and a half, and like we're getting more and more attached to this place, and we know that we're gonna have to go home soonish because, you know, we have families and stuff that we need to see as well. Hopefully you can guys understand that. But yeah, we're planning to go to Europe in about like a couple of months from now. We're sort of waiting on our cat's documents because we're bringing Chai, our little cat, with us as well. We're not gonna leave it here because there ain't no places to leave the cat anywhere, you know. You've probably seen our previous video with the... It's gonna walk a bit away because the music get copyrighted. Not sure if you remember from our last video, Ryoko, the girl who looks after the cats. She's already looking for so many. You can't just drop another cat in the temple, you know. So it's our responsibility because we took in the cat and now we have to look after it. So we're bringing it back to Spain. By the end of this year or so, we're gonna be going back to Europe and then crack on with a lot of more videos. But obviously we're not forgetting Laos. It's just, you know, we do have to go back there. We haven't been back home for like 2 years already, and Mama's worried. But obviously before we go, we're gonna make a lot of videos about Laos, and not only Vientiane but around Laos as well, because we do want to drive around a little bit, film more nature. It is like the rainy season right now in like places like Van Vieng, which we really want to go to. It should end in about like a couple weeks from now or so, but then we can go and like make some really cool videos. We have some amazing video ideas as well. You guys are gonna absolutely love it. We're not gonna give it away here, just in case you'll see it when it comes the right time. But anyways guys, I'm reaching my motorbike parking over there. So basically this whole video, what I've done is just walking sort of like around a couple blocks, and that's all there was. Vientiane is quite a big place. It stretches out quite a lot, so there's a lot of videos like that. If you are interested in sort of videos like this one, where I'm like walking, talking around and explaining what's happening in the area and so on, leave us a comment below and we'll make more videos like that. If not, give us some ideas and we'll make something around that as well. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. As always, subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you next time.